Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Cavalier Field, and it is game 15 of the Rocky Mountain League season. The A's return to league play after taking 2 games off to take some non-league action against the Derby Twins, unfortunately falling in both of those games, but they are returning back to league action tonight as they host the Game Day Angels. So today's game brought to you by the Dodge City YMCA. Of course, the YMCA, the official training facility of the Dodge City A's, as they have the workout equipment, aqua facility, and other possibilities that support the training and development and the workout for your Dodge City A's. So let's take a look at our starting lineups as we get ready for today. So you can see on your screen the starting lineup for the Game Day Angels. Batting first, the left fielder number 13, Grant Biggins. Batting second, the third baseman number 31, Cale Porter. Batting third, it is the center fielder number 25, James Harbison. Batting fourth, the catcher number 5, Brady Ingles. Batting fifth, the designated hitter number 2, Crew Walker. Batting sixth, the shortstop number 12, Peter Goldie. Batting seventh, the second baseman number 17, Cliff Goldie. Batting eighth, the first baseman number 27, Owen Best. And batting ninth, the right fielder number 15, Tyler Ginrich. Cameron Ochoa getting the start on the mound tonight for the Game Day Angels. So that is the starting lineup for the Game Day Angels. You can see the defensive alignment for your Dodge City A's. And we will get to that starting lineup here in a little bit. Let's take a look back. The A's played the Game Day Angels back 1 week ago in Colorado. They actually played the Angels on June the 16th. And Cameron Ochoa would actually get the start in that game as well. He would go 2.2 innings in that, allowing 7 hits, 6 runs, walking 2 and striking out 2. On the other hand, though, Paxton Compton would get the start for the Dodge City A's in that game. And he would go 4 innings, allowing 4 hits, 2 runs, walking 5 and striking out 1.
The shortstop, number 1, Ryan Hayes. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 28, Tyler McAvoy. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 7, Nate Murphy. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 15, Carson Johnson. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 9, Zach Mora. Batting eighth, first baseman, number 12, Jake Bassel. Batting ninth, the DH, number 4, Dominic Roberts. And pitching tonight for the A's, number 22, Emerson Lott.
So there you hear it. That is the starting lineup for your Dodge City A's. We'll take a step aside as it is time for the national anthem. We'll be back with first pitch after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. So Grant Biggins set to lead off for the Game Day Angels. Biggins did not play in the game against the A's back on June the 16th. So he takes the first pitch in for a foul ball, down in the count 0-1. The 0-1 delivery comes in low from Emerson Lott, and that will even the count at 1 apiece. Emerson Lott today comes into today's game at 7 1/3 innings pitched, as that pitch misses as well, and count moves to 2-1. Three and 1 the count. Emerson Lott a 6.14 ERA. So the count runs full after the called strike on the outer edge. And we'll see the first payoff pitch coming from Emerson Lott. Pitch is fouled back, and we'll do it over again. Warm day on hand here in Dodge City for some baseball. Currently 94, predicted high of 96 today, as that pitch has Biggins frozen, and he'll go down looking for out number 1. So currently 94, feels like 97 degrees, a dew point of 63 degrees, and winds out of the south at 22 miles an hour. So one down for the Game Day Angels. In steps Cale Porter. Porter takes the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. Porter in the game back on the 16th, hit in the 1 hole for the Game Day Angels. Had 1 hit, 1 RBI, was walked twice, and struck out twice. A high pop-up. It is headed out towards center field, and Grant Weiserman's there to pull that one down for out number 2. So that brings in James Harbison. Harbison takes the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. So 1-1 the count to Harbison. Pitch chopped up the third base line. Nate Murphy makes the throw. It's wild. So just like that, first error of the ball game. And a runner now in scoring position for the Angels. So in steps Brady Ingles. Ingles takes the first pitch he sees, as swings and comes up empty. Down in the count, 0-1. The A's and Angels back on June the 16th. The A's won that game 7-6 on 11 hits and 2 errors. The Angels 6 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors, as well as that pitch misses low and evens a count at 1 apiece. So the A's and Angels will have a 3-game series here at Cavalier Field tonight, tomorrow night, and then a Wednesday afternoon game. At pitch in called strike gets Ingles down in the count 1-2. Ott looks back at second, and a little excuse me hack. Ingles really didn't even pull the bat off his shoulder, but made contact with it to foul it off. Count remains 1-2. Give Harbison credit with the stolen base. He was off before the pitch. So the first run of the game just 90 feet away, unless the A's can get out with no damage done. That pitch called, strike on the inner edge, and Ingles looks down at his coach in disbelief. Did that just happen? Yes, it did. We're headed to the bottom of the first, a 0-0 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball.
Shannon Martin takes a strike to open up the count. Shannon batting .278 on the year as he swings into a high pop-up foul straight back. And he's down 0-2 quickly to start this bottom of the first.
Welcome in, Frank.
Was going to introduce myself as Shannon takes a ball. But that bat already started. As he takes outside. Little breaker here from Ochoa. A's lit him up last time we faced him. See if we could do the same. There's a shot in the left. Way
It's
back,
going. It's
on.
Gone.
Shannon Martin. His
Frank,
third bomb of the year. I might have to
3 in
skip
2
here.
days.
Yes.
Back-to-back last night.
Fourth bomb of the year. Shannon Martin gets this party started. Hopefully to do the same against Ochoa as they did in the last game. And with the batter up next, Grant Weiserman batting .400, it doesn't get any better. This is someone you want in the box at all times.
Indeed, and the A's, they're picking up where they left off last night. It was a little bit of a hit parade, unfortunately falling to the Derby Twins. But Shannon Martin picking right up again with his third home run, like I said, in 2 nights. One count now, 2-1. Count 2-2 to Grant Weiserman. Weiserman's in the game against the Angels. Had 3 hits, 1 RBI.
Yeah, Weiser's been seeing the ball really well. Hitting .400 on the year. I believe 6 bombs on the year as well. He's just really seeing it as he works another full count. Here you go. Spoils another one, see another.
And that's an important part right now, is we've seen success throughout the season being able to work pitch counts and get into bullpens early. Payoff pitch again is swung on and missed. Grant will go down on strikes. In steps Nyan Hayes. First pitch to Hayes. In for ball number 1. Missing on the inside edge. That one comes in missing low as well. 2-0 the count.
And one thing you don't want to do is walk Hayes here if you're the starting pitcher for the Angels. Because once he's on, just go ahead and tack on another run.
Guarantee you if he gets on, it's going to turn into what he's been doing so well so far this year. And there it is, the 4-pitch walk. Watch out for thievery of bases coming up. So in steps Tyler McAvoy. McAvoy has struggled a little bit offensively as of late. But someone who has continued to go out and battle day in and day out for the Dodge City A's.
Yeah, you could throw him anywhere. He's recently been picking up at first base, and it's really been helping the team, especially when we had an injury to CD just a week ago as he takes low and away. But big piece to this team, no doubt.
1-0 pitch coming from Ochoa. Called strike, and that will even the count at 1 apiece. Ochoa already almost with this pitch right now will match the total pitches thrown by Emerson Lott in the top half of the inning. That pitch called strike on the upper edge, and down in the count 1-2 is T-Mac.
Check throw to the first base. Nothing cooking. Hayes with 12 stolen bases. Let's see if he takes off here. There he goes. No chance. He's in there too easily.
So Ryan Hayes with his 13th stolen base of the season. And a runner now in scoring position for the Dodge City A's. A 2-2 count to McAvoy.
That's
Hayes
very
with a big lead. The pickoff move, not in time.
Yeah, he's just playing with them at this point.
Sometimes it's fun to live in the pitcher's head.
And that's all Hayes does. Like you mentioned, 13 stolen base on the year. He's a menace up on those bases. It's a great take.
Pitch. That is great batter's vision right there by Tyler to be able to lay off of that one. Looked really good from this angle up here,
McAvoy
but
does
just
know,
far enough off the plate that he could lay off of it.
yeah, McAvoy does know the strike zone better than anyone in this Dodge City A's lineup. You know, being behind the dish as he takes ball 4.
So in steps Nate Murphy. Murphy had a hot start to the season, but cooled off a little bit as of late.
It's a big time for Murph to cash in some runs here as he takes a strike. Good breaker from the pitcher. Looking like a slider of some sort.
0-1 delivery coming from Ochoa. Ooh, lined right back at the shortstop. The throw to second to get the double play, and that will end the inning as the A's strand 1. We head to the top of the second. It is a 1-0 ball game in favor of your Dodge City A's. We'll be back after this. Crew Walker leading off for the Dodge City A's, or Game Day Angels, actually.
It happens.
Down in the count, 0-2.
Lot shakes twice. Let's see what he brings here.
Ooh. A line drive that's just right over the head of Emerson Lott.
Looking like a changeup of sort, just something that the batter got his head out and then stayed back long enough just to bloop it up at the middle. It's a good piece of hitting.
So in steps Peter Goldie. Goldie in the game back on the 16th. With 1 run, 1 hit, and struck out once. At a wild pitch that gets away. One and one, the count to Peter Goldie. Emerson Lott back out for his second inning of work for the Dodge City A's. The pitch grounded just past the outstretched arms of Shannon. And that will score a run. We have a tie ball game. So in steps the brother to Pete. It is Cliff Goldie. First pitch in, missing for ball number 1. One-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Goldie comes up empty on that one, and that will even the count at 1 apiece.
This is a batter you want to retire for Emerson Lott. You don't want the inning to get too big here, so you got to calm down. Make sure you get this guy right here. Hopefully we snag a double play ball here.
Pitch is fouled off and right into the fencing in front of the first base dugout.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that was a cutter. It's something that me and EJ have been working on a little bit. Been helping him out with his cutter, and seems he's been throwing it with some success early on. There it is. There's a slider or a cutter, one of them, and that's going to do it. That's a big strikeout there for EJ Lott.
First out of the inning for the Game Day Angels. In steps Owen Best. Best, a thorn in the A's side back on the 16th. Scored 1 run and was walked 3 times.
EJ Lott takes a peek over to first, delivers. Ball 1.
Throw over to first was not in time.
Lott's doing a good job of keeping that runner in check. You don't want any movement around. the bases at this point of the game. Just keep them in check now. They won't be going for a while. Oh, and there they go. And a successful hit and run. And that's going to be a... They're sending them. And it pays off. Wow, that was a weird sequence.
That was a well-placed hit and run right up the right field line. And just like that, the Angels take a 2-1 lead. So in steps Tyler Gingrich. Gingrich, the right fielder, did not play in the game back on the 16th against the A's.
Lott starts him with a breaker, keep him off balance. It's another big at bat. Comes back in again with a breaker. Curious to see what he goes with here. Has the full arsenal to work with on 0-2. This is a big time for a strikeout. Checks the runner. That one looked closer than the others, but however, he is safe. Heater up and away. Gingrich wanted no part of that. Saw it out the hand really well.
Not a bad idea to go out like that after he had been in. Maybe you can get him to go fishing. There's the line drive.
Trips at first, and they'll get the double play. Fortunate turn of events for the A's, and E.J. Lott escapes.
So that will do it as we head to the bottom of the second. The A's trailing 2-1. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Carson Johnson set to lead off against Cameron Ochoa. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up here for the Dodge City A's. Johnson takes the first pitch. He sees it's popped up. The catcher Ingalls is chasing it. It falls on the infield and now becomes a race to first, and that will be out number 1. So the 2-3 put out, and now one away for the Dodge City A's as Zach Mora steps in. Mora, the left fielder tonight for the Dodge City A's. Mora played in the game against the Angels on the 16th. 1 run on 1 hit, was walked once and struck out twice. Takes first pitch he sees for ball number 1. That one comes back inside even more, and now 2-0 the count to Zach Mora.
Mora's been having some good at-bats. He just can't find a hole. And there he does right there. Drops in a single for, I believe, his first hit in at least a couple days, and that's big for him.
Yep,
big for this A's lineup.
Plays it off the hop out in left field, and a much-needed hit for the Dodge City A's as well to get a runner on after the pop-up that unfortunately led to the first out of the inning. In steps Jake Vassell. Vassell takes a bender for strike number 1. That pitch misses a little bit low, evens a count at 1 apiece. Ochoa takes the opportunity to throw over to first, wants to check on Mora. The 1-1 delivery coming up. Oh, he is plunked in the back, and that will put 2 on for the A's. In steps a 9-hole hitter, tonight's designated hitter, number 4, Dominic Roberts. Roberts comes up empty on a big swing and miss for strike number 1. 1 out and 2 on here in the bottom of the second. The A's trailing 2-1. Pitch is fouled off. Down in the count, 0-2 is Roberts. Robert sends that one right back up the middle, and fortunately slowed down enough that they were able to make the fielder's choice. It ricocheted off the foot of the pitcher, so it was slow. The second baseman able to make the throw too short in time. So runners on the corners.
And in steps Shannon Martin. Big spot here for the A's. Let's see what Martin can do with this opportunity. Hopefully he does what he's been in the past 3 at-bats, but we'll definitely take a run right now. Martin's going to take down and in for a ball. Count runs 1-0. Pitches for a strike. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, I would just say it was taken for a strike. Evens a count at 1 apiece. And the A's have turned the lineup over as they start their second trip through the batting order. Of course, Shannon hit the home run in the first. It gave the A's the early 1-0 lead. That one missing high. Makes it 2-1. Roberts goes. They faked the throw. It was almost as if the A's were trying to steal the run. Nothing doing there.
The 2-2. Fouled straight back. Martin will see another. Martin has the 3rd most walks on the A's with 11. Only second to Carson Johnson and Nyan Hayes. So he is a threat to get on base at any time, as he is working this count right now as the 6th pitch is coming. Let's see what he does with the 2-2 offering from Ochoa. screamer down the right side, but way foul, and we'll do it again.
Well, and even at this point, Ochoa already at 40 pitches in the ball game, and only 21 of them have been strikes.
Lucky twos, 2 on, 2 out. Here's the 2-2. High. Count runs full. Like I said earlier, Martin third on the team in walks. We need to get the line going, and Grant Weiserman, a friendly face, up next. High chopper, gonna be a hard play. Makes it look fairly easy, and that retires the side.
So the A's strand 2, and we are headed to the top of the third. The A's trail 2-1. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Back at the top of the order for the Game Day Angels, and Grant Biggins takes the first pitch he sees, flies out to Grant Weiserman's for out number 1. So in steps Cale Porter. Porter flew out his last time up. Takes first pitch he sees from Emerson Lott for ball number 1. Pitch called strike, and that will even the count at 1 apiece.
It's a good pitch from Lott to take that inside strike. If you could establish that inside, it just opens up a lot of pitches for you. And see, you wanted that one. Ooh, the 2-1 from Lott, stolen from Tyler McAvoy. That's a great frame job right there. It does not get better than that. Just a clean sweep across from right to left. Yeah, I'll take it every time.
Ooh, a high fly ball, and Zach Mora there to haul that one down, and just like that, 2 away. And that's something you watch if you've watched anything on social media. There's several different guys that talk about catching, and that they talk about how if you start outside and come in, you're more likely to be able to get that strike call versus coming out and then trying to swipe in.
Look at it. It's just so clean for McAvoy. It's like truly an art. I really look at awe and what catchers do, and when the catchers have a high rate of stealing strikes, it's just something pretty to watch. As those are 2 and 3 pitches. Oh, he went for it.
Tried that one too, but that one was low enough that he wasn't going to get it. 1-1 the count. But even more importantly, Emerson Lott at 43 pitches, 29 already in for strikes.
Nope.
Except for that one.
Yeah.
Just a bit outside.
Just a little bit. Thought the batter on deck was about to square that one up.
Could have.
Just something that slips. It happens. EJ's going to lock back in right here.
It is a little warm in Dodge City today. 3-1 the count to Harbison, as there are 2 out, nobody on for the Angels.
Oof, just inside. Not mad at that one. You get a smile from Lott. He's thinking, where's that one?
You win some, you lose some sometimes. In steps Brady Ingles. Ingles got caught looking. His first time up.
Hopefully the 2-out walk does not hurt the ace here. Hopefully a out in 3 pitches or less here as the first one's in. Lott shaking his arm a little. Shake out the jitterbugs, hopefully, with his next one. McAvoy tries to steal up and away. It's not doing. So quickly 2-0 to Brady Ingles.
Yeah. Emerson wants a new ball. I don't know if there's a mark on it or something, but they throw that one out of play.
The 2-0 from Lott. Snap throw to first. Just checking the runner.
Pitch misses low, and it's now 3-0.
Here's where it gets tricky. You don't want to serve him up something good here on 3-0, but you have to get back in the strike zone.
Back-to-back walks put 2 on for the Angels. In steps Crew Walker. Walker singled his last time up. The A's trying to limit the damage to nothing done, even though 2 free passes have been issued.
Yeah, if I'm McAvoy here, I'm going over there and taking a talk with my pitcher and just letting them know, hey, you're better than them. Just get back in the zone. Diving stop from Vassell, and that's going to do it. No sorry.
No damage
harm,
done.
No foul.
So that will do it as the Angels strand 2. We're headed to the bottom of the third. A's trailing 2-1. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Grant Weiserman set to lead off against Cameron Ochoa. Ochoa out for his third inning of work. The A's trying to take control of this ball game as Weiserman's will foul that one off, down in the count 0-1. One-two pitch coming up from Ochoa. As he delivers, it's swung on and missed, and Weiserman's will go down on strikes for the second time in this ball game. In steps Nyan Hayes. Hayes walked on his last time up. Pitch called strike, and that will even the count at one apiece. 1-1 delivery. A high fastball on the upper edge, called strike again, and quickly Hayes down 1-2 now. Hayes takes that one, it's fouled off the end of the bat. Count remains 1-2. Two away for the A's, and in steps Tyler McAvoy. McAvoy walked on his last time up. The A's look to get something going. Pitch misses high for ball one. Tyler comes up empty on that one. A big swing and a miss. Count moves to 2-1. Two-one delivery. Swung on again. And that will even the count at 2 apiece. Deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard for McAvoy. That one misses low. The count runs full. Payoff pitch coming from Ochoa. Called strike on the outer edge. That will end the inning as we head to the top of the fourth. It is a 2-1 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Welcome back in to Cavalier Field as we are set to go into the top of the fourth inning. Peter Goldie leading off for the Game Day Angels. Justin Hurd alongside, joined in by Frank Tinoco.
How's it going?
Good. Emerson Lott back out for his fourth inning of work as Goldie shows bunt and sends it foul up the third base line for strike number one. Not a bad idea to try to bunt if you've got the speed to be able to beat it out.
And Murph already with a throwing error. Make him work a little bit.
That pitch comes in, misses on the inside edge, and that'll even the count at one apiece. 1-1 pitch from Lott. Sent up the third base side again and foul, and that will be strike two.
It's big here for Lott to get ahead. And after those two back-to-back free bases from the previous inning, it's always good to start ahead in the next.
That pitch misses a little bit low, and count evens itself at two apiece. The A's held the lead, or actually, scratch that. They were down 1-0 in the first against the Angels back on the 16th as that one gets down for a hit. But they would take the lead in the top of the second with 3 runs and never look back.
Well, they may have looked back a little bit, being a one-run game.
At the end, yeah. It got close at the end, but the A's still won it. And in this game, the A's struck first, a solo shot by Shannon Martin in the bottom of the first. And the Angels answered back with 2 in the top of the second. Gives us our 2-1 score at this point, as it is an 0-1 count to Cliff Goldie. Goldie struck out swinging his last time up. One delivery.
Fly ball to left field, more on the run. He's not going to get there as it falls in front of him. It's going to be first and second, nobody out. So not an ideal start for Lott. Nobody hurt yet, though, so he can still do his work and get out of this inning just fine, as Shannon Martin playing a little hidden ball trick there at second base.
Nobody in either bullpen at this point. Owen Best steps in. He singled his last time up. The Angels about to complete their second trip through the batting order. That pitch in for strike number one. The defensive alignment, we haven't talked about it in a while. Defensive alignment for your Dodge City A's from left to right in the outfield, Zach Moore, Grant Weisermans, and Carson Johnson. Third to first across the infield, Nate Murphy, Nyan Hayes, Shannon Martin, and Jake Vassell. Of course, Emerson Lott on the mound, and Tyler McAvoy, the battery behind home plate. That pitch in for strike number two, and down in the count, 0-2 is Best.
Big pitcher from Lott, taking a look at second. Take another look, deliver. Fly ball straight up in the air just behind the infield grass at around second base. Hayes makes it look easy, and there's out number one. Big out there from Lott, but he's not done yet.
Just the first out of the inning with 2 on and now 1 away. In steps Tyler Ginrich. Ginrich hit into a line drive that actually ended the inning. and a double play. If memory serves me correct, it was back-to-back half innings that ended in line drive double plays.
And that is a great memory because that did happen. Though from Lott, swing and miss on a breaker. Drops in the slider for a strike. Hopefully he can keep this batter guessing because you do not want to flip this lineup over even more. Skied up in the left center. Mora's going to make it look easy. He's under and no tag. Oh, little chicken game. Throws back to second. Nothing doing.
Goldie out there playing, being like, hey, throw it at me, I dare you. Out number 2 for the Angels, and the lineup turns over. Back at the top of the order with Grant Biggins. Biggins 0 for 2, flew out his last time up. 2 on, 2 out for the Angels. The A's desperately trying to hold them here as that pitch called strike.
Lott's getting that outside corner a good amount. Hopefully he continues to dominate that spot and the umpire keeps giving it. Lott shakes once. Peeks at second once. Delivers. Catches that outside corner again with a backdoor breaker. And we're 0-2. Big pitch for EJ here. Needs to retire this guy. Martin doing a little dance at second base, jumping up and down. I wonder what that was for.
Pitch was fouled off and actually hit the top of the infield lights. The 0-2 again.
Ground ball to Martin. Vassell likes to make a lot of these catches from the knees, and it just works, though. What's the saying?
Hey, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There it is.
So that will end the inning. The Angels strand 2 more. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th, 2-1, your score from Cavalier Field. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back in to Game 15 of the season here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City, Kansas. It is the A's and Angels. We lead off with Nate Murphy out to face Cameron Ochoa. Ochoa now out for his 4th inning of work. Nate Murphy 0 for 1, hit into a line drive his last time up. Pitch swung on and missed. Looked good enough for Murphy to offer up at it.
Yeah, he might have made his decision on whether to swing or not before the pitch even came. You know, I think he was guessing heater, and it was just a little bit up.
There's another line drive. One away for the A's as in steps Carson Johnson. Johnson's 0 for 1. Flew out his last time up. First pitch in for strike number 1.
Ochoa attacks that spot again. Puts Carson Johnson behind in a tough spot.
Johnson down 0-2. Swung on and missed, and he'll go down on strikes. And quickly 2 away for the A's. In steps Zach Mora. Mora singled his last time up. Moore takes the first pitch he sees. It's low for ball number 1. The A's with their green tops today, white numerals and letters outlined in yellow. 3 yellow stripes on their sleeves and white pants. Moore takes that one. It is fouled off. It'll go to our right and out of play. That evens a count at 1 apiece. The Angels counter with gray pants, their baby blue tops, white numerals and letters with an outline as well. That pitch, missing on the inner edge, makes the count 2-1. So a swing and a miss by Mora, and that will even the count at 2 apiece. Mora goes down on strikes, and the A's have been retired for 7 batters in a row. That will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the 5th. It is a 2-1 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Emerson Lott goes back out for his 5th inning of work as we are set to take on 2, 3, and 4 for the Game Day Angels. It is Porter, Harbison, and Ingalls due up here in the top of the 5th.
Yes, please.
Emerson Lott comes into today with 5 strikeouts on the season and allowing just 3 hits in 7 1/3 innings. So in steps Cale Porter. Porter has flown out both times he's been at the plate tonight. Worked our way into the top of the 5th. And the first pitch in for ball number 1. Emerson Lott with 70 pitches on the night, 44 in 4 strikes. The 1-0 delivery coming from Lott as he kicks and fires is inside for ball number 2. Still no work in either bullpen at this point. The 2-0 delivery. Lott kicks and fires and gets Porter to offer up for strike number 1. Two and one, the count on Porter. Lott again delivers inside. The count runs to 3-1.
Yeah, he's just dragging that breaking ball. And his release, he's just dragging just a little bit, so it doesn't allow it to fully finish through the zone, and that's why it just keeps catching that inside. There he tries to speed it up, but it's low. And there's another walk.
So, Frank, you're a pitcher with the Dodge City A's.
Yes, I am.
And actually gave the A's 6 really great innings, giving up just 2 runs and 2 hits against the Rough Riders in a game that saw the A's get redemption.
Yes, I was just really going up there. You know, we got smacked around last time they played us at home. So, you know, I mean, I pitched in the last game, but it was way blown out the water when I was in there as Lott gets back in there with the strike. Yeah, I was just trying to throw strikes and give my infield and outfield opportunities to make plays, and they gave me runs. They tacked some in my last inning, and we answered right back right away with 4 of our own in that very next inning. So it just felt like a great team win, and it was big to complete the sweep in Colorado. You know, we hit our stride a little bit. We've had a little bump against the Twins, but froze him, and he has to be out. There we go. Oh boy.
That was a very delayed call. So Porter picked off. And one away now for the Angels. So that leadoff walk doesn't hurt as much now.
Yeah, there's E.J. Lott picking up his own trash there. Smoked in the left. Little jump catch for Mora. Plays up with it a little and records out number 2.
That was a well-struck ball. Zach Mora showing off some athleticism to get to it. And out number 2, in steps Brady Ingles. Ingles is 0 for 1. Walked on his last time up.
And it's tough to tell how hard the balls hit with the wooden bats. And especially here at Cavalier Field, the ball does carry quite a bit. So whenever you give up a little pop-up or a decent-sized hit into the outfield, you kind of...
Well, you've seen it tonight. Pop-ups that look like they should be on the infield actually end up well out into the outfield. And that's the wind blowing tonight. Wind's out of the south at 20+. And unfortunately, Cavalier is one of those fields that faces straight south to north. So you get days like today, and especially as that one's popped up, and Grant Weiserman's there to haul that one down. So that will end the inning. No damage done. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. It will be 8, 9, and 1. Vassal, Roberts, and Martin due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. welcome in to our viewers from all over, including those watching from abroad. So in steps Jake Vassell. Vassell was hit by pitch his last time up. Cameron Ochoa out for his 5th inning of work. The first pitch into Vassell for strike number 1. Ochoa with now 68 pitches on the game. 41 have been in 4 strikes. Pitch swung on and missed, and Vassell quickly down in the count 0-2.
3 pitches right now. He needs to find a way to fight, stay in that box a little bit longer, because right now Ochoa's really making it easy.
Ball misses high. You're exactly right. The A's did a really good job early at working pitch counts, but after 7 straight retired, the A's have to get something going, trailing 2-1 against the Game Day Angels. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Angels. 1 run on 1 hit, or 1 run, 2 hits, and an error for the Dodge City A's. Pitch misses, and the count runs full to Vassell. He'll draw the walk. And a leadoff runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. In steps Dominic Roberts. Roberts, the DH, hitting in the 9-hole tonight for the A's. Hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. Roberts showing bunt, and it goes foul back towards the third base dugout. So we'll see with an 0-1 count now. Does Roberts still show bunt? It is pulled back for...
Oh, that was really close. I thought he was out. I thought he was going to call him out, but...
You sure thought so. 0-2 the count. And for some reason, this umpire shows the strikes on his left hand, not on the right, like every other umpire in the world that I've ever seen. Pitch grounded to the second baseman, Goldie. Throw to first in time and out number 2. But that advances the runner. A runner now in scoring position for the Dodge City A's.
And not only just for the A's, but Shannon Martin, who has been on a tear recently.
Martin 1 for 2 in today's game. Grounded out his last time up, but hit that towering home run his first time up. First pitch, grounded. It will be to the third baseman. The throw to first in time, and now 2 away. So Vassell stays at second, and in steps Grant Weisermans. Weisermans is 0 for 2. Has unfortunately struck out both times he's been at the plate.
Yeah, I got a feeling Wise is going to do some damage here. He's due right now in this game as he takes outside for a ball. He's still seeing the ball well, you know, both. Aside from that, I think maybe 4 or 3 pitch strikeout in his second at bat. You know, he ran the count full in about a 7 or 8 pitch at bat in his first. So he's still seeing it well. Just needs to put that barrel on the ball. And that might drop.
Little blooper, it's going to drop. Here comes the run home, and the A's tie it up at 2 apiece. An RBI single for Grant Weisermans. Sometimes you just got to get those little bloop hits that get out into that space where nobody is. In steps Nyan Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 1. A dropped strike 3 his last time up. Of course, the throw from the catcher Ingles to Best completed that out. Pitch in for ball number 1.
Hayes was looking to do some damage with that swing. Just a little up for his liking, but it looked like he made his mind up as well. He was going after that one. Here's the 1-1 from Ochoa. Fouled back. Count's going to run 1-2.
So that pitch actually was fouled off back over the clubhouse that is used by the Conquistadors during the year, but
Wise is
also
going to take off, and he's going to take second. A big stolen base right there to get a runner in scoring position for Hayes. Sorry to cut you off, but that was a big moment in this game.
That's a great stolen base to put another runner in scoring position for the Dodge City A's. But going back to what we were talking about, the clubhouse, which sits off to our right, back behind the first base dugout.
And there's going to do a job, and they're going to send Weiserman. Here's the throw.
Here's the throw. Ooh, it's
A's take the lead, and Hayes is safe at second as he takes second base, and that man is flying, and he's doing a job, and here comes the heart that he usually shows, but not this time. So big hits from Weiserman and Hayes to give the A's the lead here in the bottom of the fifth.
So yeah, an RBI single for Nyan Hayes to give the A's a lead. And then
it also puts EJ Lott in line for the win.
And then it also advances Hayes to second on the throw. So a big bloop over the shortstop's head. Here comes Hayes. The throw home is up line. It is actually cut off on the infield. And just like that, the A's lead it 4-2.
Pitching coach is going to take a step out there. Looking like he's telling him to settle down, something he may be rushing, but nonetheless, the A's getting it done with 3 back-to-back hits with two outs to give us the lead.
And it seems to be that that's where the A's do their damage a lot of times, is get that 2 outs, and then all of a sudden they seem to flourish and go after it. The A's will go with the courtesy runner, and it is going to be Remington Miller. So in steps Nate Murphy. Murphy's 0 for 2, and just like that, the A's with back-to-back RBI singles have taken the lead at 4-2 in this ball game. That throw over to first, not in time. And it's good to see Remy up and being able to run again after that. That was a pretty massive collision into the wall last night.
Yeah, he smacked right into that Conquistador sign out there in right field, and I didn't know what to think at first when it happened. As there's Murphy with a ground ball. Shortstop's going to take the long way and make the play, but as I was saying, it was loud. I wasn't even watching, and it was loud, and it was scary. But nonetheless, he is okay, and he's up and running. And that's
everything is good as the A's now lead it 4-2. We're headed to the top of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Emerson Lott back out. He'll take on the 6th inning, as it will be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Angels. So Crew Walker, Peter Goldie, and Cliff Goldie due up here in the 6th. As there is some work beginning down in the Angels bullpen. Nothing doing for the A's in their bullpen right now. Emerson Lott with 80 pitches, 49 in 4 strikes. That pitch, this is inside for ball 1. Six straight have been retired for the Angels. A 2-0 count to Walker, who grounded out his last time up. Walker sends out one. It is a grounder. It gets out into right field, so a runner aboard. In steps Peter Goldie. Goldie, the thorn in the side for the Dodge City A's, 2 for 2, has singled both times he has been at the plate. 2 runs on 6 hits and no errors, 5 stranded for the Angels. 4 runs, 5 hits, and an error, 4 stranded for your Dodge City A's. As there is another single, 3 for 3 night for Peter Goldie. Nobody out with 2 on for the game day Angels, and in steps Cliff Goldie. Cliff Goldie is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up.
And we got some action down in the A's bullpen, and it looks like Matthew Chavez, your usual counterpart, warming up down there. Snap throw to second, and he just gets back in time. And was that a ball or a strike? I'm waiting for the sign. I didn't catch it. Oh, we'll just leave it for now. Runners on first and second. Lott delivers, shows bunt. Ball again, I believe. So it's going to go 2-0 to Cliff Goldie. Oh, 1-1. Scratch that. Lott gets a sign, delivers. It's going to be fouled back as Goldie just got a piece of that one. So 1-2 for E.J. Lott here. Trying to get the A's back in the dugout after a big 5th inning to take the lead. What you don't want to do is go and flip it over and give them some runs of their own. So here's that pitch just outside to even up the count at 2 apiece. EJ's pitch count is getting up there a little bit, so you'd have to imagine that this is his last inning, no matter what the outcome is. Runners fake the steal. It's going to get through that 3-4 hole, and they're sending the runner. Here comes the throw. Bad idea, I would say, and he is way out. And grab some pine meat.
He was dead to rights.
Yeah, there was no chance. You know, Carson Johnson has one of the better arms on this A's team, and that was just a missile. Frozen rope on a line. And if you're Emerson Lott, you got to love it. So in steps Best, runners on second and third, 1 out. Lott looking to work out of the semi-jam as it's going to skip away from McAvoy, but just holds the runner. And it'll put Owen Best ahead in the count at 1-0. So 1-0 to Best. Lott delivers. Strike. Evens it up at 1 apiece. Lott here taking his time, stepping back on that rubber. Shakes the first. Nods yes to the second. See what he's dealing here. And it's a high and tight fastball. Little close, but it'll run to 2-1. And a walk here wouldn't be the worst thing, putting the double play back in order. But it is something, you know, you could trade 1 for 1 here. No problem. And there's a strike, backdoor slider. Great pitch to even it up at 2 apiece. Looking like a breaker, a changeup of some sort that just is too low for Best's liking. Ball gets away from Lott, and they'll have a little dance, but nothing doing. The one thing about Cavalier Field that I have enjoyed is that mound on the field and the mounds in the bullpen. Something about the turf mound over the inconsistency as there he's freezing them for strike 3. That inconsistency of a dirt mound. Sometimes the holes just get too big, and when you're on a turf mound, it's just same plane the whole game. It's pretty nice, especially if you're going into the 6th inning like Lott. You don't have to worry about such a thing, and you just got to throw.
The landing strip on the mound in the field of play has actually been redone in the last couple of years.
A big swing and a miss from Tyler Genrich as Lott gets ahead 0-1. This is another big at-bat. You know, Lott has had 3 big at-bats in a row, and he needs to close them out right here to put the A's back in that dugout and hopefully get some more runs. The 0-1. Strike on the bottom part of the zone. Another fastball that freezes Genrich. And it's going to be 0-2, and Lott's going to probably pick his best pitch here.
Genrich is 0 for 2, and he flew out his last time up.
The 0-2 delivery from Lott. Outside, looking like he yanked a changeup or a slider of some sort. Couldn't really tell the spin up from here.
Not a bad location, though, to go outside and try to change the elevation.
Lott gets him swinging on a slider down and away. And he's going to complete his 6th inning of work, which is likely the end of his outing, and it can't get much better. They do tally some hits, but 2 runs and 6th inning of work from Emerson Lott. You got to love it. Hand it over to the bullpen. Let's go get the win.
Let's go. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The A's lead this one 4-2. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Carson Johnson leads off for your Dodge City A's. He's out to face Cameron Ochoa. He's out for his 6th inning of work, and that one
Diving stop from the shortstop, long throw, and sailed. Carson Johnson's going to end up on 2 here. And I'd give it a hit. It's a hard play.
It's a very hard play to make, and it really comes into a person's mind of you can't always, in trying to determine an error, you cannot assume the out. And it almost, from what I was looking at, almost looks like the first baseman, Owen Best, actually lost that ball in the sun.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at that, but the ball was high nonetheless. This is going to be a hard play regardless from the start. You know, moving to your left, moving to your right as a shortstop, making that throw back left across your body with a speedster like Johnson. It's going to be tough. The A's do need to cash in this run, though. Yesterday against the Twins, we went bases loaded. Didn't cash a single run in that first inning, which you just can't have that. As Mora takes I believe a ball, but I did not catch the sign. So here's the 1-0 or the 0-1. Didn't catch it. For a strike. And no sign yet. Mora talking to the umpire a little bit, saying, is that as far as we're going tonight? And he's going to bounce a ball to the left side of the field, and he's going to beat it out. No throw from the third baseman. So the A's get their first 2 runners on via infield singles. And there's the sign from Mora to the dugout, and we got first and second, nobody out, with Jake Vassell coming to the plate and a pitching change. So we'll see who the Game Day Angels go to.
Likely do it for Ochoa as they do make the call to the bullpen. And it will be tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. So Hunter Beindorf set to take over the mound for the Game Day Angels. He pitched against the Dodge City A's in the game back on the 16th.
Vassell's going to drop a bunt, and nobody's going to be home. What a bunt by Vassell, and that's going to load the bases, and that's another infield single for the A's, and you just got to love it. as we have our 9, and then it's going to flip to Martin.
And that's just a bad baseball play where the Angels were not communicating to know that someone needed to go cover first base.
And we'll give them a little slack. It is summer ball. You don't really practice things like that. But the first baseman, I'm not sure what he's doing crashing that far when the ball is on the left side of the infield, as Dom Roberts is going to take a ball outside.
Roberts 0 for 2, grounded out his last time up. So Beindorf pitched 1 inning against the Dodge City A's, walked 1 and struck out 1 in that outing. That pitch popped up, and it will be out of play for strike number 1. So 1-1 delivery coming up from Beindorf. The sidewinder, it's chopped up the third base side. They'll go home for the out. So a fielder's choice, but the bases still loaded.
Little chirping going on from Johnson, the catcher, in the Angels dugout, as the catcher got his legs taken out from underneath him.
I mean, it was a clean slide.
yeah,
There's
100%.
nothing to argue about there.
Carson Johnson just looking back, giving a smirk like, what else do you want me to do there? As in steps Shannon Martin, who is, what is he on for the day? I can't see.
He's 1 for 3, grounded out his last time up.
And, of course, that big bomb in the bottom of the first. Here's the 0-0, and it's going to hit him in the head. We got to check on him because that's straight in the dome.
That is a hard hit.
Shannon Martin just a little dramatic, but he's fine. He'll be good. I didn't mean dramatic, by the way. I just making some faces. He's hurting. He's going to jog it down as the A's are going to tack on a run, though, on the hit by pitch. And Martin, that's doing a job.
A's lead it 5-2 after the hit by pitch, and in steps Grant Weisermans. And he was in that bloop single hit parade in the last half inning as that pitch in for strike number 1.
Did he get a pitch? Oh, he did.
Bases still loaded with 1 away, and Weisermans offers up at that one, comes up empty. He's down in the count 0-2.
Yeah, Wise just got to put the ball in play. He's definitely beating out any double play ball. So he needs to make contact here. And he spoils another pitch from the sidewinder Beindorf, as they're going to do the 0-2 all over again. Just the quick stats on Weiserman from the year: in 55 ABs, 22 hits, and 400 ABs. And there's a big
fly ball. It's
deep
going, it's gone.
Weiserman's going to clear the bases for another grand slam, and that is what you need.
He hit a grand slam here recently as well.
Yeah, just 2 days ago at Derby, he did take one deep, and Wise is feeling it. His 3rd game in a row with the bomb, and you just love it. You got to love it.
A bases clearing grand slam, and the A's lead it 9-2. In steps Nyan Hayes. Hayes singled his last time up.
He's going to drop a bunt, and there's no chance. So there's another infield single, infield bunt, and Hayes is going to fly down that first baseline for a single. You got to feel bad a little bit for the pitcher giving up the grand salami and then coming right back with a little small ball. And in steps McAvoy. And Hayes, calm and cool and collected, putting on his mitt over at first. First pitch to McAvoy's out. And wow, what a shot from Wise and what a tear he's been on. I was just talking about his stats, and he didn't let me finish because he said, you know what, hold on. I got to add on to it real quick. And there's a strike on the inside part of the plate to McAvoy, who doesn't look too happy about that one.
T-Max 1 for 2 in the ball game, singled his last time up. The A's have opened this one up with 5 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. The high fly ball, it is dropped.
Hayes is going to head to third, and he was the most fortunate thing happened here for us because if that ball's caught, it's a double play. Hayes is caught dead at second base. But you get the error, and now it's first and third, 1 out when it could have been inning over. So Murph here, thank you. Oh. Murph here looking to do a job, and he's going to take the first one, and it's going to be a single up to left field. And there we go. Dodge City, 10-2. And you're really starting to feel for Bendorf on the mound. It's just not his inning.
This inning has just ballooned for the Dodge City A's.
So here steps Johnson, who I believe, no, I don't, did he lead the inning off? I'm not too sure. Who led the inning off? As he takes a ball, a strike on the outside half of the plate.
So the A's have batted around as Carson Johnson now with his second at-bat of the inning.
As he takes outside for a ball to even it up at 1.
So Grant is now number 13.
Correct. Did make the switch, and Nyan Hayes is now
number 1.
Number 1. Johnson's going to take another ball. It's going to put him ahead 2-1. He's got to look to do some damage here. Really blow it open, and as there's another ball to make it 3-1. And Johnson has the pop. It hasn't shown up this much in this summer, but he can really hit him. You know, I'm shagging out there every day, and he lets it fly. And there's a ball on it's going to load the bases again for the A's. And in steps Zach Mora.
Here comes the pitching coach for the Game Day Angels, and someone you probably don't want at the plate right now in Zach Mora. Mora is 2 for 3, has singled 2 times in this ball game.
So we got no action over there in that Game Day Angel bullpen. So they're leaving.
So they're going to pull their shortstop in, it looks like. Maybe?
No, I think they're just talking to him. But they're leaving Bendorf out there to fight for himself. He says, you got to do it on your own here. Already down in this game 10-2. You don't want to burn any more arms that you need to or that you don't need to. And they're just going to have to make with what they got here. A's are on mercy rule. Watch. Just 2 more, and what does it have to go to the 7th?
We have to go through 7, yes. So technically, if we can tack on 2 more in this inning and
everyone gets to go home early,
get 3 outs, we'll be done early tonight.
Moore is going to chop one over, off, and there's going to score 2 there. The A's are going to go up by 10. Johnson slips, rounding second, and Zach Moore does the job. And we got first and second, 1 out with another 2 runs plated. So in steps Vassell, trying to extend the inning. He's going to take inside for a ball.
So the A's lead this one 12-2.
A hit and
run through.
That's going to get through the 5-6 hole. Johnson's going to round. Mora's going to get caught at third. but an RBI single from Vassell on the hit and run. Johnson's going to plate, and it's going to be high fives all around in that dugout as we're very near close to 4 outs away from the end of this game. In steps Roberts. His second at bat of this inning. He's going to take outside. Almost gets away from the catcher, but it does not. And there's going to be a single up the middle. And Dom Roberts is going to flip it over, and Shannon Martin's going to hit.
This inning has just turned into a hit parade for the Dodge City A's.
Yeah, we've already plated 9 in this inning. I believe we only had about 6 hits when the inning started. So we're really pouring it on right now, and you'd love to see it. So Beindorf had taken over the game in a 4-2 game and
gave up 9.
Just put it on. And there's a ball inside as Martin takes to even up the count, I believe.
The 14th batter of the
get
inning
down.
as that one falls foul. It just falls outside the foul line.
And the A's are putting it on. You know, something we said yesterday after that loss to the Derby Twins was, you know, we have to come out here and get a sweep. You know, we need to get up in the standings.
Well, and it's the A's need to control what they can control. And the league is what is the most important in controlling where you're at. When I looked yesterday, the A's were in the top 3 in league standings, and a win tonight helps keep that in order.
And Martin's going to pop out to the first base side, but damage is done. 13-2 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. A's winning.
So Grant Biggins leads off. gets a leadoff single against the new pitcher, Matthew Chavez. Cale Porter now at the plate for the Game Day Angels. He's down in the count 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Walked on his last time up. The A's lead this one 13-2 after they hung 9 in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 the count to Cale Porter for the Game Day Angels. That pitch frame by Tyler McAvoy, but a ball nonetheless, and the count moves to 2-1. Pitch is fouled off, and count moves to 2-2. The Angels have to score at least 2 in this inning if they want to extend this ball game.
So count's going to run full here for Chavez. And let's see what he offers him.
Payoff
Runner
pitch.
goes. Ground ball. Martin's going to snag it and make the play at first. One down with the runner moving over. And James Harbison's going to step in.
Harbison steps in. He is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Hit into a line drive his last time up. So one away for the Angels and a runner in scoring position. First pitch from Chavez.
Deal, and there's another pretty frame job by McAvoy to take that one from the chalk to the plate and get that strike for Chavez. The 0-1 popped up in the air. Let's see who's calling it. It's going to be Mora, and we're one away from an A's W.
In steps Brady Ingles. Ingles is 0 for 2, flew out his last time up. First pitch in for ball 1. One 0 delivery from Chavez. Comes outside, makes it 2-0.
Chavez just got to fill it up here so we can get going. And there he does. Hayes is going to
grounded by Murphy. The throw to first in time, and that will end this one. The A's take it in run rule fashion, 13-2. Frank, thank you for sticking around.
Thank you. I'm glad it was a quick one.
Yeah, go celebrate with guys.
It looks like they're getting the handshake started without me, so I'll just meet them out in the locker room.
There you go.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Frank. So the A's win at 13-2 in run rule fashion. This is game 1 of the 3-game series here in Dodge. And that will do it for this one. We'll take a step aside, thank a few of our sponsors, and we will be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back to Cavalier Field as we wrap this one up. The A's victorious tonight, 13-2 in run rule fashion. They win it in 6.5 as the A's win over the Game Day Angels and take the series lead 2-0 over the Angels as well. Take a look at our final game numbers as the A's got off to a bit of a slow start. They would score one in the first, a solo shot from Shannon Martin to go 2 games in a row with home runs. The Angels would take the lead at 2-1 in the top of the second, but that would be the end of the offense for the Game Day Angels, as the A's would answer back and break through in the 5th to take the lead, and then would absolutely just pour it on in the 6th. Let's take a look at the scoring summary for your Dodge City A's. As, of course, it was Shannon Martin with the solo shot over the left field wall in the first to give the A's a 1-0 lead. And then the A's would go stagnant for a little bit, a few base runners, but they would go in a stretch of 7 in a row retired before they would break through in the 5th. Jake Vassell would lead that inning off with a walk, followed up by a ground out, 2 ground outs actually, and then a Grant Weiserman's single that would score Jake Vassell, and then a Nyan Hayes single that would score Grant Weiserman's, and then the RBI single from Tyler McAvoy that would give the A's the lead, and they would not look back. Then in the 6th, Carson Johnson would lead off that inning with a single. He would be caught for the first out. And then Zach Mora, a single. Jake Vassell bunts to load the bases. And then Dominic Roberts, a fielder's choice. He would come around and score, followed by Shannon Martin taking the hit by pitch. He would also come around and score as well. And then with the overall fireworks of the game, Grant Weiserman steps in and in a 0-2 count, blasts an absolute bomb over the left field wall for a grand slam, and the A's were well in control after the new pitcher Hunter Beindorf had taken over the mound for the Game Day Angels. Nyan Hayes comes in after that after that home run and bunts. Tyler McAvoy gets a single followed by a Nate Murphy single that again loads the bases. Carson Johnson walks on, as does Zach Mora collect another single followed by Jake Vassell and Dominic Roberts. That would be the game as the A's plate 9 in the 6th. And that is the overall story of the night as the A's poured it on late. The Game Day Angels, 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They stranded 8. The Dodge City A's, 13 runs on 15 hits, 1 error. They only strand 6. Winning pitcher goes to Emerson Loth. The loss will go to the starter for the Game Day Angels as well. That will wrap it up tonight. I am Justin Hergert, was alongside Frank Tinoco, and for the entire A's board and organization, we say thank you for following along and listening to this broadcast of Dodge City A's baseball. The A's are victorious in run rule, 13-2. We'll be back tomorrow night. First pitch, 7 p.m. right here at Cavalier Field. The A's and Game Day Angels for Game 3 of the series, and Game 2 right here at Cavalier Field.